You push a spade into the ground, and it meets a hard, unyielding surface. The soil is pale, almost gray, and when you finally manage to turn a clod, it crumbles into dust or sits like a solid brick. It feels dead. You might have tried adding fertilizers, scattering seeds, only to see plants struggle, their growth stunted and their leaves pale. This is a common story in gardens everywhere, from new plots on building sites to old, tired vegetable beds. Water runs off the surface instead of soaking in, creating puddles after a light rain. Yet the ground just beneath remains bone dry. When you dig, you find no life, no wriggling earthworms, no scurrying beetles, just silent, dense earth. The problem isn't that your soil is inherently bad, but that the life within it has either departed or never arrived. Many gardeners reach for compost or fertilizer, but these are only temporary fixes. Healthy plants grow from healthy soil, and healthy soil is a vibrant ecosystem. The most important members of this underground community are often overlooked: earthworms. Instead of fighting the ground, invite life back in. When you create the right conditions, the worms will come. And when the worms come, they'll transform your patch of earth into the fertile soil every gardener dreams of. Earthworms don't just live in healthy soil, they create it. Their tunnels act as natural irrigation and aeration systems, letting air and water reach deep into the ground. Rainwater follows worm burrows, soaking in and storing moisture for plants. As worms move, they consume organic matter and soil, transforming it in their digestive systems. Their castings, worm manure, are packed with nutrients in a form plants can use immediately. These castings are more than fertilizer. They're a complete soil conditioner. Worms aerate, irrigate, and fertilize all day, every day, without any instruction from us. By welcoming worms, you're hiring the best team of builders for your garden. Our job is to provide them with the right materials and a safe place to work. Focus on creating a worm-friendly environment, and they'll do the rest. The presence of worms isn't just a sign of health, it's the cause. This isn't just gardening folklore. Science backs it up. Studies worldwide confirm earthworms are keystone species in soil ecosystems. Soils rich in earthworms have better structure, water infiltration, and nutrient cycling. No-dig and no-till methods that encourage worms lead to dramatic improvements in yield and resilience. Worm castings help soil particles bind together, creating that crumbly texture gardeners love. It's not just about nutrients, it's about physical structure. Worms physically re-engineer the soil, making nutrients accessible. By working with worms, we restore natural processes and transform our gardens from the ground up. Science validates this approach. Focus on worms, and you set off a cascade of positive effects. Compost piles team with worms, but spreading compost alone won't populate your garden beds with the right earthworms. Compost piles attract composting worms, not the deep burrowing types that structure soil. When you spread compost on hard, dry soil, it's like asking worms to move from a palace into a desert. The soil may be too dry, compacted, or lacking food. Deep burrowing earthworms need a reason to move in and stay. A thin layer of compost dries out quickly and isn't enough to draw worms up from deeper layers. To truly attract and keep worms, you need to create a more compelling, protected feast within the soil itself. The real transformation happens in the beds, not just the compost pile. The method for inviting worms is simple and uses materials you already have. All you need is plain, uncoated cardboard, water, and a spade. Soak the cardboard until it's soft and pliable. Dig a shallow trench, 6 to 8 inches deep, in a poor spot in your garden. Place the soaked cardboard in the trench, leaving some air spaces. Cover it with soil and water lightly if dry. You've just installed a secret worm cafe in your soil. The cardboard provides food and moisture, protected from sun and predators. Now wait. Worms will sense the new resource and migrate toward it. They'll begin the slow work of revitalizing your soil from within. This is not about heavy digging, just a gentle, targeted intervention. Soon, you'll see the difference. Under the surface, a beautiful process begins. The buried cardboard feeds fungi and bacteria, sparking a bloom of microbial life. These microbes break down the cardboard, making it irresistible to earthworms. Worms are drawn to the scent of this microbial feast and begin to devour the cardboard and its microbial coating. Their tunneling improves soil structure, mixing minerals and organic matter. Worm castings left behind are full of beneficial microbes, spreading fertility. This cycle, cardboard feeds microbes, microbes attract worms, worms improve soil, quickly transforms lifeless dirt. Within weeks, you'll find darker, moister soil teeming with worms where there were none before. The process is self-reinforcing, each step making the soil more hospitable. It's a simple, powerful way to jumpstart soil life. Burying cardboard in one spot is just the start. The real power comes from repeating the process across your garden. After a few months, move the feast to a new spot. Dig another trench, bury more soaked cardboard. Worms will follow, gradually improving each area. Over time, you create fertile islands that merge into a continent of healthy soil. Each season, add new feeding stations in different areas. The worms work through the cooler months, preparing soil for spring. This becomes a regular part of your gardening routine. With each new trench, you expand the zone of living, fertile soil. In 2 or 3 years, you can transform hard ground into deep, friable loam. It's a slow, steady revolution beneath your feet. Attracting worms is just the beginning. Keeping them requires a permanent habitat. Always keep your soil covered. Bare soil dries out and drives worms away. Mulch with compost, leaves, wood chips, or straw to insulate. Conserve moisture and provide ongoing food. Worms feed just under the mulch, pulling organic matter into their burrows. Disturb the soil as little as possible. No-dig gardening preserves worm tunnels and soil structure. Every time you dig, you disrupt the intricate underground network. Avoiding digging lets worm tunnels become permanent, improving drainage and aeration. Ensure consistent moisture. Mulch helps, but water deeply during dry spells. Worms need moisture to breathe and move. Dry soil sends them deep or kills them. Combine buried cardboard, mulch, minimal digging, and watering to create a worm paradise. The result: worms move in, thrive, and work for you year-round. Transforming hard, lifeless dirt into fertile soil is one of gardening's greatest rewards. Real change comes from working with nature, not against it. Burying cardboard is more than feeding worms. It's a statement of intent to collaborate with nature. The transformation is visible in healthier, more resilient plants with deep roots. You'll water less, need no synthetic fertilizers, and spend less time digging. The garden becomes a sanctuary, not a battleground. The secret to a great garden is life, written in every forest and meadow. By focusing on earthworms, you set off a chain reaction that brings your soil back to life. You're not just growing plants, you're cultivating an ecosystem. Dirt becomes soil, and your garden becomes a thriving, resilient piece of the world. The humble earthworm is your greatest ally. Invite them in and watch your garden flourish.